meeting up with Sexy Pats in the championship for Scott Stott, so that should be fun.
Nice, yeah. I'm not playing him in FSE, right? Mike made the championship.
You're playing Mike in FSC, and I'm playing Sexy Pats and Scott Stott. So it'd be pretty nice if both the FSC boys took home the championships for the content.
Facts, yeah. I got the basically. So did I tell you what I need to happen? Basically,
you said you didn't need much, but like I forget exactly what.
Okay,
you said.
So I'm like 92 to 8% basically to win the game. He has the Steelers defense, and I'm up by 25. But defensive scoring in our league, we capped the ceiling of it, so that no defense has put up more than 28 points this season. I believe it was Washington against San Francisco, and they had 2 defensive touchdowns in that game.
Yeah. Tell me how unlikely this is to happen, but I need the Steelers defense to outscore Claypool and Deontay combined by 22. It's not happening, but it's hilarious.
No, you're probably done.
Man, I like Jonathan or not Jonathan, Dalvin Cook and fucking David Montgomery and Josh Allen, like pain,
Literal pain.
That's like the RB1, the RB2, and the fucking.
No! It was not the RB1.
RB3.
You know who the RB1 was?
Yeah.
Say his name.
Tony. I started him in one of my dynasty leagues, and I made the championship in that. Of course, I'm playing fucking Scott in that.
I am very glad I started him over Wayne Gallman.
Yeah, good stuff. That's a 26-point difference.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
Y'all some cute boys.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, if you consider Kyle Pitts a receiver, maybe, but like either way, they're not. They are not.
Yeah,
the only scenario where I'd be like, okay, you know what, maybe is if like the best player available on the board is like a Jamar Chase or Waddle or Smith, and you can flip Coop for a 1 at the draft. If you can do that, you shed salary and you pick one of those guys. Like I'm fine doing that.
You don't shed shit, dude. You give him a $20 million contract. He has probably guarantees for the next 2 or 3 years.
Like you shed anything that wasn't guaranteed because they have an out after I believe 2022. But that's just my only way. Unless like I don't know, you take a fucking like Tutu Atwell in like the 5th round as your wide receiver 4. I don't care. But
dude,
yeah, that'd be fun. Such pain, guys. My team put up 132, but my team put up about 130 as well in my semifinal, and I lost too. So I feel your pain, Spicy.
The team, not my team, but the other matchup for the semifinal matchup, the guy who won put up 178, and the guy who lost put up 161. So such pain. If you put up, because I put up 149, and I'm probably gonna win.
In a 2 tight end start tight end premium league. In the one league I'm in, I'm projected to score 330. I had fucking Darren Waller on Saturday or Thursday, and then I had Logan Thomas yesterday, and Logan Thomas had like 14 catches for 120 yards.
Jeez.
This is wild. They combined for 75 points in the tight end premium.
That's wild.
Bro, pain.
I don't know who told you to do that.
Yeah.
Maybe the Montgomery part of it we might have told you to do if you had like Akers and like JT.
I liked Montgomery, to be fair.
Yeah, I liked Montgomery too, but Pollard, I wouldn't have told you to bench Pollard, so that wasn't me.
Where are you gonna have him ranked if Zeke's out next week against the Eagles?
So I looked at the like news at least. Let's get into the first takeaway that we have here. Why did all the backup running backs go off? Like literally. Crazy. So Tony Pollard goes off. He's the RB1 on the week. Sullivan Ahmed had like 120 yards rushing and a touchdown. Leonard Fournette fell his fat ass into the end zone twice, and Jeff Wilson was like the primary back with Raheem Mostert obviously getting injured in that game. So all the backup running backs did super well. Basically what I read up about Zeke Elliott was Zeke Elliott is not like they're uncertain of his status. They're going to see how his practicing goes and all that kind of stuff. I'm a little like, this is not the type of running back that I want to be relying on him being out, because that is the first game he's missed his entire career, non-suspension related. So I tend to believe that Zeke is probably going to try and come back for this game. But I, as a Tony Pollard owner and someone who actually really needs him now that Clyde Edwards-Helaire is hurt, I kind of need him to be out again.
Heck, as a Zeke Elliott owner who has Tony Pollard as his handcuff in the Dynasty League, I want Zeke to be out because Zeke with Tony Pollard is less valuable than Tony Pollard on his own easily. And it's not even close.
Yeah.
Like we saw it. Not to mention, I mean, with a battered offensive line that Dallas has been dealing with without their starting quarterback, you need a running back that has home run threat And if you guys didn't watch that game, fucking
caught 9 balls, or he had 9 targets, dude. That'll definitely help.
6 for 63 in the passing game, and then also ripped off a 40-yard fucking.
Should we talk about some Pro Bowl stuff? Because the Pro Bowl just came out.
Oh yeah. The quarterbacks we can mention right now, real quick.
I see all the shit.
Oh, you see all of it? Okay.
So for starters, the Bucs had one player make the Pro Bowl. I guarantee you can't guess who it is. It's not Alex Kappa.
It's not Wirfs?
Nope.
Defense?
Yep.
Well, it's not going to be AWJ because you said, wait, it's not Carlton Davis.
Nope.
Wow. It's got to be on the D line then.
It is, in fact, on the D line.
Yeah. It's not Barrett?
Nope.
JPP.
Yep. JPP is the only player on the Bucs that made the Pro Bowl.
Wow.
So in my opinion, I'm not going to be as biased as I possibly can here, or as unbiased as I possibly can here. I think Wirfs should have made the Pro Bowl.
Yes,
I think
easily.
Marpet should have made the Pro Bowl. I think Carlton should have made the Pro Bowl, and I think David should have made the Pro Bowl, but none of them made it. And I think of those 4 guys that I just mentioned, I think Wirfs is going to make All Pro.
Did Brady get an alternate?
I actually don't know. I didn't see the alternate related stuff, but Andrews Pete made the Pro Bowl instead of Ali Marpet. Andrews Pete.
Bro, oh my god!
If you look, I'm not even a Saints fan, and I know for a fact that every Saints fan hates Andrews Pete.
Yeah, I know.
They think he's terrible.
Got to win. Yeah, hopefully you can get that third place money back. I'm assuming that's what you mean by place money, right? Greg Ward or Lynn Bowden flex play week 16. Looking forward all the way to weeks. First of all, how did Lynn Bowden end up doing? I think he got 8.5, right?
Yeah, he did okay, I think.
I would absolutely have to know who's on your waiver wire because I don't really want to start either of them.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I think we expect Myles Gaskin to be back next week too, so that definitely hurts Bowden. And 100%. I don't know, who knows? Maybe Gesicki or Parker is back as well.
Straight up right now, I'm probably taking Ward, but I would absolutely need to know other options.
Those guys are wide receiver 65 and wide receiver or running back 48 for me. So I'm not excited about either of them.
You get by the way, I just want to quickly mention my boy Russell Gage, a nice little performance from him. Solid little 16, but Tyler's no. Anyways, what's happening, y'all? What's happening, Jared? We'll get to Tyler in a second because that's completely false. I had Akers, Taylor, and Eckler. There you go. I mean, they probably didn't perform as much as you wanted to.
I mean, Taylor did just fine, right?
Akers had 12?
Yeah, he left the game and ended up, I think I don't even remember exactly what the injury was, but he ended up leaving the game for a bit of time. Plus, the game script was not even remotely what we thought it was going to be. So, I'm really shocked that Akers did that poorly. I knew he wasn't going to. I was the guy that was saying I'm lower on Akers. I don't think he's going to have as good of a game as everyone thinks he is going to have, but the volume was 100% there. I'm pretty sure Malcolm Brown and Darrell Henderson had 2 carries between the two of them.
Yeah, I mean, heck, the Rams as a whole didn't do as good.
Yeah, they just shit the bed.
I won my league with my PS4 friends, which has the championship week 15. Lost in the semifinals of my main money league. And lost this. You lost Saquon and Dak and made the semifinals. I mean, kudos to that because that's some resilience right there, perseverance. Yeah. And I'm going to the championship in another league. I'm with that. There you go. Hopefully, you can secure that bag and get that dough.
Yeah. Good guess. Good guess. Yeah, it was JPP. Okay, so quick thing on Calvin Ridley. I'm not a liar. I just want to point that out because I looked back on PFF stats and 80 of Calvin Ridley's yards and 5 of his catches came against SMB. So for what it's worth, if you guys don't know this, Sean Murphy Bunting, not good. He was good last year. He was good as a rookie and he sucks this year. I don't know why he's so bad, but the dude can't cover anyone. He's looking like
Dean on Gage?
Huh?
Was it Dean on Gage?
Dude, Dean played outstanding.
Really?
He was targeted 5 times and gave up 3 catches for 5 yards.
Because Gage had a productive day, so maybe they moved him.
Dean was outstanding. There. He had a 91 PFF grade.
Damn. Who did Gage get his production on then? Must have been when he switched on to Murphy Bunting then.
So Calvin Ridley he had 5 targets against Davis and he went 3 for 53 on him. So he did pretty well on him, but I mean, if they should have put Carlton on him the whole game. I don't know why they didn't even. I would have just moved him into the because Carlton. has moved into the slot when he's shadowing before. He's done it against like Hopkins and Allen Robinson, Devontae Adams. I don't know why they didn't just move him with just you go where Ridley goes, because Bunting got toasted by him.
Yeah, I know.
That play that Winfield hit in the back of the end zone too. Did you see that play? That was Bunting in coverage too.
Of course it was.
Yeah.
And Tyler, maybe if you want your quarterback to be limited athletically and have a noodle arm, like that's what Kyle Trask basically is. Like I don't understand the alert.
I still haven't watched it. I'm not going to give my opinion on
yeah, I mean,
yeah. It's unfortunate that like when we say shadow coverage, they don't cover him on every single route. Like it's usually, and when that does happen, that's like when you have Revis, like, or Jalen Ramsey. Like Jalen Ramsey has done that in the past, where he's literally played Antonio Brown. Like back when he played for the Jaguars, when they played the Steelers, he would follow Antonio Brown wherever he went.
Yeah. I just want to say one thing. I'm rooting for Kyle Trask, Tyler. Like, I don't want him to be a bad player. Like, I'm not out here just saying, oh, I hate Kyle Trask. Screw him. Like, I love his story. I love the person that he is. He's not a good quarterback. He has limitations. He's not a top 2 round player. Now, if you want to take this guy late round 2 or late round 3, around that area, okay, because he's got his limitations. And at that point, the value is fine. But you don't take a guy who doesn't have an arm and doesn't have any type of mobility in the first 2 rounds. That's just my policy. Like, take a Desmond Ridder for all you care, even if he's not.
I'm completely lost interest in this conversation, to be honest.
Anyways,
I could care less about Kyle Trask.
Anyways, we can move on and talk about the comments.
Yeah. Okay. So $2 to win 500. That last catch by Dalvin put him over 22.5 yards receiving for the loss. That is a tough beat for sure. Josh, the Pro Bowl rosters, you can probably just search them on Google right now. Yep. They're NFL.com posted them.
Yep. Wait, where did I go? Oh, Jalen Hurts or Herbert next week.
I probably wouldn't ask me any questions for next week because I have not. I go through Monday and Tuesday. Actually, I guess I didn't even do it today, but Tuesday and Wednesday is the days that I go through and look through all the matchups and look through all the like things that I need to look through. So I'm probably not going to be able to give you accurate start set advice for next week until tomorrow or Wednesday.
I will tell you though, I'm probably like 85% sure that it's going to end up being Hurts against Dallas versus Herbert against KC. I'll take
Herbert doesn't play KC. Herbert plays Denver.
Oh, sorry. Atlanta plays KC. That's my bad. Mix it up.
I think.
Anyways,
I think I would rather. Just off the top of my head right now, I haven't looked through everything. I think I would rather play Herbert against Denver than I would against Hurts against Dallas. I know Hurts was awesome, but he's done it. Like he's played 2 games. Herbert's been doing it all season.
That's my bad. I mixed it up. I thought for whatever reason I mixed up Herbert with Ryan. But anyways, they're
both franchises that can't win games. So
fair. They'll probably both be around like that quarterback 7 to 10 type range, if I were to guess right now. But
yeah.
We'll get back to you on that more later on in the week because that's when we like specifically do the research going into the matchups. Facts, Moss. Amen.
Yeah, Deontay in PPR. I don't know if you can pull that out, to be honest, because Deontay, even if he does drop some balls, is gonna probably catch like 5 or 6 minimum.
I hope for your sake that happens. I hope Deontay and Claypool combine for like 0. Like, to be honest, like that would be fun. Even though I'm already counting this as a loss in my semi.
So had you known going into the week that James Conner was going to be out for this game, where would you have ranked Benny Snell, just out of curiosity?
Like 25 probably.
Like where Damian Harris kind of is?
Yeah, like him, like probably right behind like Kareem Hunt. I didn't think Kareem Hunt would be that bad, but
would you have rather played Gus Edwards or Benny Snell?
Probably Edwards, to be honest.
I think I would have played Snell ahead of him if we knew that now.
But like that probably around that range, like the 25 to 27 type area. But yeah, I don't know. Whatever. It's a nice matchup, but like Snell's just not really a good player. I don't know. Give them a running back, please. Give them like a Javonte Williams, Michael Carter. If the Dolphins don't take Najee Harris, give them Najee Harris. Like fuck.
I need the Steelers to take a running back. There's like a couple teams in the NFL just like, please pick a running back. Because like for fantasy purposes, we'll love to see it. For their offensive purposes, it'll probably help their offenses a lot.
Where do you think ETN goes, man?
I kind of feel like he's the type of running back that goes to a wild card team, like the Niners or like the Falcons or something. Pick him.
Cardinals.
Yeah. Kenyon Drake's a free agent. I could see that.
I mean,
I imagine it. Actually, I think that would annoy me. If ETN went to the 49ers, I'd actually be pissed off.
Yeah, no, same.
Because awesome fit, first of all, a great fit, but Kyle Shanahan would find a way to ruin it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other teams. Like, what team?
I think the Cardinals a great fit. Cardinals would be awesome.
I agree. Me and Jared, or not me and Jared, me and Tyler. Why do I keep calling Tyler Jared in streams? I don't know. Sorry about that. But anyways, in the Stratton chat, we were literally talking about like where we think Mixon's probably going to end up on our rankings next year. And the general fantasy community is always going to be like, oh yeah, you got to take this guy at the top of the second round. I'm like, okay, no. To be honest, he'll probably have around early 4th round value for me, considering the depth at running back that I would.
Yeah, I'd probably consider. That's probably about where I would take him.
Like we went through it. Like right off our heads right now, he'd probably be around like the 17, 18 area, RB wise. Like,
I mean, you got to take into account though that Joe Burrow is coming back, and Joe Burrow is going to make this offense better, and he already was doing that. And Joe Mixon, for whatever reason, gets out to slow starts. Like I don't know why. I can't tell you why every year he just gets out to slow starts, but he will not be a guy that I own a lot of. I might get a share of him here and there if he's like a 4th round pick. But I have a feeling I kind of get the second round. Dude, he's going to be a back end of the 2nd round pick, probably.
Yeah, like, if you look at it, I mean,
I'll take my chances with the other options on offense, and by other options, I mean T. Higgins.
Yeah, same. Even like Tyler Boyd, you can get him probably like 6th, 7th round with Burrow back next year. Like,
I might own every receiver from this draft class in fantasy next year. Like I honestly, like I might just pick Ayuk in the 4th round. Like in like remember this year how it was like 3, 4, 5, 6 was like the prime receiver range. I might just be like Jefferson in the 3rd, Higgins in the 4th. Like I might just pick like every young receiver.
The boy.
Yeah.
How'd your guys head-to-head bets go? Oh yeah, he toasted me this week.
Did I? What do we got going?
So you went like 7-1 against me this week, but I went 7-1 against you last week. So we're basically tied back.
So can you just read off our bets real quick? I don't even remember them.
I left them in the other room. I'll get it after, but literally like it's a massacre.
Did I beat you on the one that I was like, I'll take Tony Pollard plus 10 point or plus 7?
Yeah, Hunt sucked. You smoked me on that.
I literally took Tony Pollard versus, was it David Johnson and Hunt? Was that the
David Johnson and Hunt?
And David Johnson played well.
And you also got a 7 handicap, to be fair.
Would I have won it without it?
Yeah. Yeah, because fucking Hunt was that bad. Yeah. Hunt was terrible. Hunt had 4 points.
Yikes.
David Johnson had 19.
Yeah, dude, I said Hunt was a bad start this week. I was at my buddy's house yesterday, and his girlfriend plays DFS. He like got her into it. And every time she makes a line, because she doesn't know what she's doing, right? So she like just makes random lineups and like likes to watch it. And she's like, oh, who should I play? Like she was playing both Browns running backs, right? And I was like, you can't play them both. You can't. This game is a game that they're not going to be able to run all over the team like they did the Ravens last week. I think I was like, I would fade Hunt, like guaranteed. And then I told her to play Jarvis in her MVP slot. And she ended up winning some money. So,
hey, I ended up I made a lineup that ended up scoring 144 points. And if I kept fucking, I took someone out. Oh, I took Gage out for Pittman last second, and I put Ahmed in for. There was another tight end that actually did decent. If I changed those up, I could have done awesome. But fucking, I had Jalen Hurts on my quarterback spot. Got 37.8. Oh yeah, let's get into some more takeaways now that we're here. Holy quarterbacks, man!
Yeah, they went off. If you didn't have one of the quarterbacks that went off, you probably lost.
Yeah, like Hurts, Tannehill, fucking Josh Allen, obviously on Saturday. Even like Lamar Jackson having a 29.
Brady was QB 13.
Yeah, it's insane.
And he had 25 points.
He had 29. Because I had him. Oh, no. Okay, Brady.
And Brady had 25 points in my league, and he was QB 13 on the week.
That's crazy. Yeah, and I had fucking, what's it called? I had Lamar Jackson score 29, but it didn't matter because the guy I played against had Josh Allen score 38.
I played against Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts in a super flex, dude. In one of my leagues. Not in the – so I was in 4 semifinals last week. I said going into the show, I was like, the one I'm in, I'm going to lose. Like my team's no business being there. I got smoked because the guy had – I actually could have won if he had like normal quarterback outings, but he had Josh Allen and Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
I had Mitch Trubisky and Lamar Jackson. So I had like some pretty decent quarterback play too, but like just nope.
Yeah, for real. And sorry, we skipped.
I would never tweet that. That was not me.
Who did what?
Which one of you tweeted that thing about Anthony Lynn talking about how Herbert targets too much?
Targets Allen too much. Lynn said that. I might have retweeted it.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Regardless, like Anthony Lynn, that just
there's no business not to target Keenan Allen. What do you mean?
He's a top 8 to 10 receiver in the league.
Yeah, he's underrated as shit, man. Like he's
amazing.
When he's in his zone, he's top 5 receiver in the league.
Like him and Amari Cooper or some of that regard, he's more consistent than Amari Cooper, I'll say. But like when those guys are on, they're literally uncoverable because of how good they are as route runners.
Yeah, and they're exactly the same as Devontae Adams, pretty much.
Yeah. Except Devontae Adams does it every game.
Yeah, Devontae Adams is like
Diggs.
It's like if you take okay, Amari Cooper is like the low end of the consistency, then Keenan Allen's like the mid end of consistency, and then Devontae Adams is like a tier above that, and he's like just does it every game, except for last week when I happened to play him, which was blessed.
Heck, and then when you got fucking Stephon Diggs changing sceneries, and then automatically
Stephon Diggs is
like a top 4 receiver in the league right now, man. Looking nice good looks on your end there.
Yeah.
Hopefully Juju snaps and the other 2 receivers get shut out. That'd be ideal. If Mariota starts, where is he ranked given his rushing upside? If he starts, probably be similar to like the Mitch Trubisky type area.
Like, who do the Raiders play?
Mid QB2. I'll check it right now, but like just off my head, he'll probably be around that mid QB2 area because of the rushing.
I'm probably not messing with him unless they have an absolutely juicy matchup, to be honest.
Yeah. They play the Dolphins.
That's not a juicy matchup. Nope. So I would not start him. He would rank for me, like off the top of my head, he'd probably be in like quarterback 22 to 25. Like where I have Daniel Jones usually is probably where I'd put him.
No pun intended. He'll probably be around 20 for me. Fuck perfect. Jesus. What an asshole. Not for anything, but bragging rights. I need Claypool. Oh man, I get that, but I can't have Claypool do that. Hey, fuck, I already lost. Go for it. Go nuts. Yeah, Kyler Murray. Hey, all the people that were asking, should I bench?
We were like, don't sit Kyler Murray. Like he's had bad matchups in the past couple weeks. This was not a bad matchup, especially once Darius Slay was ruled out.
And again, one of the questions we got: should I start Kyler Murray or fucking Jalen Hurts? I guess we got that one wrong.
That's fair, but even
you're not complaining about 30.
The range of outcomes for both guys was far in Kyler Murray's favor.
Oh yeah, it's just funny. Oh
yeah. Okay, so this is one of our takeaways. What the hell are the New York Jets doing? What are they doing? Like, why would you do that? Why would you win that game? You just screwed yourself. I wanted to get the clip. You know, have you ever seen the caught in the draft of the 95 draft where the Jets fans are booing because they don't get Sapp?
Oh no!
When they passed on Warren Sapp, the one guy goes up to the thing and he's like, "This has to be the biggest mockery I've ever seen in my entire life." Yeah, I literally wanted to clip that and put that on my Twitter feed once the Jets won, but I tried to clip it and NFL Films just fucking copyrighted it, so I couldn't do it. But it was so funny, man. Like I can't believe the Jets just screwed the pooch like that. I'm not saying Justin Fields is a bad player by any means, or whoever else quarterback that you're going to take. If they take a quarterback now, because if you don't get Lawrence, do you keep Darnold?
I personally love Fields enough to take him at 2.
I think I do too, and it would probably depend on what I can get for Sam too. If I can only get a 4th rounder for Sam, which is not going to happen,
you'll probably get a 2 for him.
I think you might even be able to get a back end 1 for him.
Really?
Yeah, I think some. I mean, it's going to depend what team it is, but if the Steelers, let's say the Steelers lose in the AFC Championship, they're picking 29th or something like that. Would you give up the 29th pick for Sam Darnold if you're the Steelers?
Well, I mean, I would have to Ben would have to have issues, not sure if he's going to come back for 2021. Then I would think about that.
Well, I'm sure they know his status relating to his retirement or whatever, his plans are.
But at that point, would you trade one?
If you're the Colts and you have the 25th pick, do you give him the 25th pick for him?
And that's what I'm thinking. At that point, would you rather trade the 1 for Darnold or just pick a Ritter with your 2 and develop them?
What, for if you're the Jets?
Oh, no. If you're the Colts or the Steelers.
Oh, okay.
You pick a Ritter in the second round.
Desmond Ritter's not going in the second round. Let's get that clear.
He probably will.
No,
honestly.
No.
Traits-wise? Athleticism, arm?
Okay, so Jacob Eason had traits. He went in the 4th.
Fair, but I mean, still.
And he's better, too.
No, he's not.
College production, college
production. He's not better than Ritter.
Either way. I don't really care that much about Desmond Ritter. I don't think he's going to be very
Really?
Yeah, I don't think he's that good.
We might have to have some bets on him because I really like him.
Whatever. Either way, if you're the New York Jets, you screwed the pooch. Jack Eichel, this is the thing. You got Jack Eichel. That's what Justin Fields is. If you guys are hockey fans, you know what we're talking about. Connor McDavid was at the first pick. You screwed the pooch and you didn't get Connor McDavid and you got Jack Eichel instead. Jack Eichel's a fine player. He's not Connor McDavid.
Jack Eichel's a really good all-star caliber player, but
Connor McDavid's ceiling at the time was the greatest hockey player of all time. Yeah. At the time when Connor McDavid was coming out, that was his legitimate ceiling.
And he's on the path to do so. I mean, he's probably at this point.
I don't think he's going to get there anymore because he's had some injuries and all that kind of stuff, but I still think he's on the path of like borderline Crosby Ovechkin territory still.
No, by far. I'd put him ahead of him if he wins a cup or two. I would put him ahead of him.
Well, I mean, he also plays for Edmonton, and they lose in the first round every year. So
it's fair. All right, let's get into some more of these because we're both Jared and Tyler. Yeah, one more time, I dare you.
I don't want to say I really hope so, but I do really hope so because I have Tony Pollard.
I feel that, and I agree with you there with Mixon. Fuck Mixon. Josh Jacobs or Akers. Let me check the matchups. Raiders versus Miami, and then who do the? I haven't even
Rams. The Rams play Seattle.
I would take Akers there.
I think I would take Akers as well.
I had Herbert and Tannehill. Yeah, you're big chilling. Fuck.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh yeah. He scored like 0.6 more.
Yeah, hey, to be fair, I got the same decision next week because I got Brady against the Lions and I got Watson against the Bengals. I think I'm going to play Watson, to be honest.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know. Lynn's a joke. No,
Lynn is not going to have a job in 2 weeks.
No, he won't. Hit that like button, y'all. As always, 18 of you in here.
We need to bring some more energy here. I feel like I'm kind of like lazy.
I just got back from the gym. Nice little shower. Hop on the live for the boys. I actually have an NBA.
I just played Madden all day, so I'm done school. I have no idea. I have nothing to do with my life right now.
Oh, I started doing those player evals, by the way.
I know. I literally went to our YouTube history and realized you watched like 70 fucking game tapes.
I didn't realize I left it on our channel. That's my bad. I had a bunch of tabs open because I was going to click between games. So I was on the Ole Miss versus Alabama game to watch the 3 Alabama guys. And yeah, literally play-by-play charting what happens, negatives, positives, everything like that. Like,
I'm not going to do player evals until the season's done, to be honest. Until like I'm going to do all my week 16 stuff, and then I'll do player evals.
Then again, you also operate at a much higher rate in that regard than me, so I have to get my little early...
I mean, you could throw a waiver video out if you want.
I'd rather not.
I mean, you probably should have been doing it the past couple weeks.
Probably, but like, fuck, there's nothing on the waivers, man. Like, okay, if Tony Pollard's available on your waivers, go pick him up. There you go. That's your advice for the week. We can always count on you for the thumbs up reminder, Javon. Yes, sir. Javon's always hyping it up. Love to see it. Big luck. Will Claypool put up some points? I lost. Sucks to lose, but I'll still watch. Hopefully,
I don't think so. I was a guy who was not high on Chase Claypool. The way that they're using him, the way James Washington has played, they're taking Chase Claypool off the field in favor of James Washington. Couldn't tell you why, but that's what they're doing.
Yeah, for sure. And then this is the guy who's probably going to win the league that I'm in. You'll probably win again. But if Paul has Dalvin Cook and David Montgomery both combined for 60 points and Josh Allen scored another 37, they'll probably take it at that point because that's what happened to me this week. So overall, though, I actually think like their 2 matchups is going to be really good. Hopefully, I can get third place, get my money back. But man, I feel upset that Hawkinson, Cooks, and Hunt didn't show up for me, whereas all of his guys did.
Yeah,
there you go. Reminder: subscriber fantasy draft. Yes, sir. Yeah.
We'll be having a dynasty league start up. I don't know when are we going to do. When are we trying to do that? Probably
around the draft time. I kind of want to see landing spots before we do everything. Also, like we'll probably have like votes and stuff like that on whether we want to have the rookie draft separate, or if we want to include the rookie players.
Yeah, that'll be established once we determine who's in the league.
Yeah, no, definitely. We'll go through all that. Let's be honest, even if. Yeah, imagine if they just like had the first pick, took Mac Jones.
Yeah.
Mac Jones just reminds me so much of Kirk Cousins, man. The way he plays. Let's hit 20 likes. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, let's hit 20 likes, y'all. Road to 2.3. Is there? Again, we've talked about it a couple times, but once we hit 2.3, hopefully 2.5 by the new year, that'd be nice. But we'll see how hot we can end the year off. Jets are clowns. Bill O'Brien. Yeah.
Isn't he going to be the next coach?
Yeah, probably.
Imagine if they hire him.
Yeah, it's cool. It's wild. Wow, I love this hockey talk. Oh yeah, you always got to represent the hockey with the lads, eh?
Fact.
What do you think about the NFL playoffs will be like?
I honestly think this entire season is just a formality for Kansas City to be raising the Lombardi again. Honestly, I don't see a single team from the NFC knocking off Kansas City.
I think the Packers are going to play them in the Super Bowl, though.
I don't care who plays them. Kansas City's winning. I think this entire season from the very beginning. Can you name a team in the NFC that has looked as dominant as Kansas City every single game, week in and week out? Every team has holes. Green Bay has holes. New Orleans has holes. Tampa Bay sure as shit has holes. Like every team in the NFC that was a legitimate contender this year has flaws, and the Chiefs don't. And all the AFC teams do too. The Steelers, the Ravens, the Bills are the closest thing to a team that doesn't have flaws.
I think the Bills are the second best team in the AFC, and it's not even close right now.
I think the AFC Championship might be the real Super Bowl.
Yeah, no, for real. Talking about that real quick. First of all, I also do think that the Packers are going to make the Super Bowl against the Chiefs this year. To me, I mean, the way Aaron Rodgers has been playing, he's been the second best quarterback in the league, and in my opinion, deserves the MVP because he's arguably been the best this year. Man, it's gonna be fun to watch. Now, if the Saints could get any semblance of Drew Brees back, because he looked awful on Sunday, like he was awful. He looked
the Saints could definitely make a run for it if they get Drew Brees back playing to full health and Michael Thomas comes back for the playoffs. My thing is, I think in terms of like fan excitement, like what would be the best possible situation for the two championship games? I think Bills and Chiefs has to be the AFC Championship.
Yes,
most possible excitement is that game.
Probably,
and
Packers
then
and Saints.
I think Packers and Bucs. Honest to God, I think the Bucs are entertaining enough. I think we're entertaining enough to make it exciting, especially if we get hot these next couple of weeks, right? If we put it together, we are the more entertaining team out of us in New Orleans, in my opinion.
No offense. The reason why I don't want to see the Bucs in it because I don't want to see Brady have a chance at another Super Bowl.
I do, but
I know you do. But
I think the Packers. I think the Packers would roll every other team that they played. Like we gave them problems. We are the only team that Aaron Rodgers has not thrown 2+ touchdowns against.
That's wild,
right? We're not that defense anymore. We haven't been playing like that, but I still think that game would be really exciting. And I think if the Packers played the Seahawks, I think they'd destroy them. Or the Packers played the Rams, I think they'd destroy them. I think they'd beat the Saints pretty handily too.
I'm playing Madden right now. There you go. Oklahoma's pass rate quarterbacks. Yeah, we'll see what happens there. Rattler next year, so stay tuned. Or Rattler's next year or the year after, I forget.
I don't remember what year he is, but shout out to Baker Mayfield because he's actually, I don't know. I loved Baker Mayfield, and he looked like a bum after his second year, and he looks at least Jared Goff-ish right now.
Yeah, for sure. I'll definitely do some. I'd definitely be down to do some random fucking hockey stuff.
Hockey betting is so hard. I don't know about you, but I suck at it.
Oh, hockey betting.
I also bet on the Leafs because that's my favorite team, and they are like the most inconsistent. I just cheer for inconsistent franchises, basically. Apparently, so.
I'm a Cowboys fan,
but I'm a Raptors fan, and we are like the opposit of that. Like we're so disciplined and like a great cohesive unit. We're like the Patriots of the NBA right now.
Yeah, for real. I can't wait for the Dynasty chat. Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope.
It's not about football, but will you guys do any fantasy?
No, I have never played fantasy basketball, and to be honest, I really don't like the NBA.
I'm in a couple. I'm actually doing my NBA draft like in 10 minutes. So like I'll just do it on the side while we're live. But I don't know enough about NBA fantasy to really help you guys out if you're in fantasy leagues. But like heck, you guys are in the Discord and stuff like that. If you ever had any questions, I'll try my best to try to answer. But realistically, like making a detailed vid on like strategy and lineup setting and everything like that, I just don't think I'd be capable to do that because I just don't think it'd be as effective as per se. Again, what we do in fantasy football.
I think there's a reason fantasy football is by far the best fantasy sport. Yeah. It's because they play once a week. You get to watch all your players. If you wanted to watch all your NBA players, you'd be watching basketball 24 hours a day. Yeah, and to be honest, the NBA regular season is a complete joke, and I think it's stupid as hell. Like the playoffs I like the playoffs. The NBA playoffs is good. I like watching the Raptors in the playoffs, and that's about it. And I actually watched a lot of the Mavs this year just because Doncic is so exciting. But I don't like the NBA regular season. I think it's the stupidest thing in the history of sports because everyone is just you're either getting rolled or you're rolling teams. Like it's so dumb.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Here, where do we leave off? Oh yeah, my boy Josh. Oh, now that you are out, who do I start? Hey, I'm not officially out. No, I'm kidding. I'm out. Landry or Parker? Leaning toward Landry if Parker is healthy. Yeah, personally, I'd just go with Landry.
I don't even know who the Browns play, and I would still go Landry.
Yeah, Parker's way too volatile, in my opinion. Not to mention,
the Browns play the Jets too, don't they?
Yeah, so give me Landry easily there.
Yeah,
that's a rematch of Baker's first start, by the way, no? Or Baker's first appearance.
Remember
that?
What?
Baker's first ever NFL appearance was a game against the
Jets. I know, and he went off.
Football. Yeah. Casey winning for sure. Some thread asked how many champions. 6. Oh, I can't say 6
a lot because
I think like 3 or 4 is probably around the area. I would say.
If you told me could he win more than Brady's one, sure, yeah, absolutely could. Especially if Reed stays around as long as he probably should. Because Andy Reid might go down as one of the better coaches of all time if he wins 6 or 7 or 8 championships with Patrick Mahomes. Of course, everyone's going to be like, well, Mahomes made Andy Reid because that's what they do with Brady and Belichick all the time. But either way, I think Mahomes' floor is like 3 championships.
Yeah, I agree. I'd probably say around 3 or 4.
I think he could win 3 in the next 5 years.
Also, Tyler, you want to make fun of my basketball takes? Yeah, I literally bet you Lakers against any 2 other teams in the league, and you still haven't given me the 2 teams you're going to pick. So get started on that.
That's why basketball's stupid, is that everyone knows who's going to win the championship or at least be in the championship before the season even starts.
Y'all sleeping on the Colts. I just don't think playoff Rivers is going to be able to.
I think what's going to happen with the Colts this year is they're going to come up just short in like the divisional round or something, realize that they need a new quarterback and a quarterback upgrade, and then go out and get aggressive. Go get Carson Wentz, go get Sam Darnold, go get, I don't know, Cam Newton. Who the hell knows what they want. But the Colts to me are a team that if they get a good quarterback are a very dangerous team next year. I don't think they have the facilities for that. To do this year. Have you ever seen that video?
Yeah.
Do you remember when PFF tweeted that out? They were like, when Darius Slay was shadowing DK Metcalf, and he was like Darius Slay's like 5'10" frame trying to shadow DK Metcalf, and it was that video, and he's like, I don't think you got the facilities for that big man.
Yeah,
I laughed. That was the funniest tweet I've ever seen PFF tweet in my life.
Bro. PFF dubbed for once. Also, did you see their fucking latest mock draft? Had the Cowboys taking like Sam Cosmi at 9? Like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, hook 'em horns.
Yeah, I know, but fuck. Like, ew. Barring Mahomes' injury,
literally. Like, that's the only thing that could derail their season. That's the only thing.
Yeah, for real. Packers and Chiefs will be a fun and cool game to watch. Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, that'd definitely be a fun fantasy game to watch.
Yeah, speaking of CEH, while we're trying to talk about some takeaways here, CEH is going to be out for the rest of the season. So if you have CEH, you're going to have to make additional plans. Maybe you have Le'Veon Bell on your roster. I'm not overly excited about Le'Veon Bell against the Falcons next week because the Falcons are quite a good run D, similar to the way that New Orleans were this past week. So, I mean, if you have Le'Veon Bell, then I guess you could roll him out there as like a back end RB2, just similar to someone like David Johnson. But I wouldn't be overly excited about Bell. I think CEH is going to be back for the playoffs. Depending what round, we don't know. Maybe he's just back for the Super Bowl because I anticipate the Chiefs to be in it. But either way, I think CEH, and maybe it's a good thing that he's going to be out, to be honest. For in my sake, I probably would have started him next week if he didn't get injured.
Yeah, for sure. Baker's way better without. For real though.
I actually don't even think it's like an indictment on Freddie Kitchens. I think it's just how good of a coach Stefanski is. I think Stefanski deserves to win Coach of the Year.
Why is he so much better without fucking Odell though?
I think it's part of it. I think part of it, and I tweeted this out today, and it might be why Spicy Hot's saying this in the chat. Baker Mayfield is actually doing very well in terms of like some advanced metrics and like that takeaway drops and throwaways and all that kind of stuff. His completion percentage is like top 5 in the league if you take away that stuff. And I think it's part of it is because Odell missed the second half of the season. If he had missed the first half of the season, I think things are different. But this is a new offensive system, right? So Baker is getting very comfortable in it now that it's like 14, 15 games into it. And I think Odell would be doing a lot better now than he was earlier in the season as well.
For real. I agree with that. Yeah.
What team is playing today? The Steelers and Bengals are playing. Sorry, you missed that question.
Where? Oh, shoot. My bad, guys. Oklahoma produced quarterbacks the week. Yeah, for real. The 2 freaks in the same draft.
Yeah.
And, if you want a fun receiver going into this year, Elijah Moore, man. Elijah Moore is so much fun. Like obviously you got like your Tonys, your fucking Rondale Moores and stuff like that. But if you get a playmaker like Elijah Moore in like the late third is probably where he's gonna end up going. Like I think he's got juice, bro.
Yeah, it's so wild that the league is gonna get even deeper than it already is at receiver with this next draft class. Like it's so stupid. Like if your team needs a receiver this year, like you're gonna find one very easily. And I have a feeling these guys are gonna drop too. Like some of these dudes. Because I mean, I'm sure if we did a list of how many teams need a receiver, we'd be like, okay, a lot of teams could use a receiver, but how many need a number 1 or 2 receiver is probably not a lot of teams.
Packers.
Yeah, like the Packers need a number 2 receiver, like the Washington football team needs a number 2 receiver, the Jets need probably a 1, 2, and a 3.
And a 4, and a 5.
And a 5.
And a 7.
Yeah, like there's a couple teams that just need receivers, but there's also like a number of teams that could just like add a like I have a feeling there's going to be some teams that pick receivers like that are very good prospects as their third receiver in this draft.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I'm praying COVID is gone, but yeah, it should be a lot more managed by then. I get like that's
nothing else, like all the like vaccine stuff and whatever. Maybe they have like all the players vaccinated or something like that, and maybe that's like not an issue. I'm not sure how it's going to affect us as like fans if we can actually go to games and all that kind of stuff. But in terms of the player stuff, I think they're going to be just fine for next season.
Yeah, for sure.
And we made it through this season, to be honest, so I'm not really worried about it derailing the season.
Okay. Tyler, at worst, he's 4. If you want to say a healthy Curry and KD,
okay, I don't even want to talk about basketball.
I'm just gonna say it real quick. You got a 6'10" big that can run the whole floor, switch onto many positions, like basically any position. Like this guy could cover a fucking guard for all he cares about. He's athletic as fuck, one of the best defensive players in the league. Dominates from the mid-range and now is developing a 3-point shot. He shot 39% from 3 in the playoffs. Like, don't you ever disrespect AD in the chat again, Tyler. You better take it easy there.
All right. Basketball stupid. Sorry. It's a great sport to play. It's my favorite sport to play, but the league is broken. It's the dumbest thing ever.
Oh yeah, Devin Booker is a good player, by the way.
Yeah, he's a great player.
He's probably top 3 or so shooting guard in my opinion.
Sure.
Even if you have CH, would you really start again?
Okay, well, so my other option was Wayne Gallman at the time, and I'm assuming that Tony Pollard is not alone in the backfield. Obviously, if Tony Pollard is alone in that backfield again, I would start him over a lot of running backs. But if the worst case happened to me next week, and I had no I had no Wayne Gallman because he sucks now, and no Tony Pollard I could use, it would be between CEH and T. Higgins for me next week as my second flex. I'm not really starting him because I'd have Rojo, and again, that could be a situation where Rojo's not even back next week. But I have Rojo, Kamara, and Dobbins as my top 3 running backs. CEH could have been my second flex potentially.
Yeah, that would just be ridiculous.
Yeah, and T. Higgins, if I was in that situation, I think I'd play T. Higgins over CEH against Houston.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Packers and Titans, what do you think about the game? I think Packers are going to win that, but that'll be a really fun one to watch.
Yeah, see, I'm a little scared because I have AJ Brown in that championship, and I really hope Jair Alexander misses that game or something.
Yeah, facts. Personally believing it's a confidence thing where you have a young quarterback almost being forced to feed targets to a star wide receiver. It's not even that OBJ is a star per se, but I mean, I know that's
the narrative. A lot of people make that connection. I'm not really sure I believe that. I'm sure it has some kind of validity to it. I'm just not okay, this is the huge dichotomy we've seen in Baker's play is he's bad when Odell's on the field. He's great when Odell's off the field. I think it's a function of him being more comfortable in the offense. And I'm sure Kevin Stefanski would tell you the same thing if you asked him that.
Yeah, no, fully. Good. New England needs both. Yeah. You're only
your team is might have the worst receiving core I've ever seen. So
and they're what 7-7 right now or 6-8? How are they even winning?
Their quarterback has 5 passing touchdowns.
That's awful. Not to mention, I mean, Cam Newton's not the answer. I give him credit because that receiving core is terrible, but Cam Newton can't be your quarterback much longer either.
Yeah, don't draft a big receiver. Draft Devontae Smith. That's who you want. If you're a New England Patriots fan, you want Devontae Smith. That is who you want.
Or Jalen Waddle, man. I love
Jalen Waddle, Devontae. You don't draft a possession receiver or a short yardage.
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase not Jamar Chase a complete receiver.
He's a possession guy mostly.
He's a complete receiver.
Oh no, I love him. He's my wide receiver 3, but out of the top 3, in my opinion, I would probably rank for fit for New England. One of those 2 Bama guys, and then him would be 3rd.
I think Smith is the perfect fit.
That's fair. I don't know,
I think
man.
he'll love him too, because it's like, if you told me what prospect is least likely to bust in this entire class, any position, I would probably say Devontae Smith.
Smith is Justin Jefferson, man.
That's exactly.
Like, it's crazy when you think about that. But you know, I'm so excited, man. In general, it's gonna be fun to watch all these prospects and going into the draft cycle in general. You watch your mouth. Oh, I don't need that. Okay, they just start talking. Sorry, but it'll be okay. Danny, do you think Zeke will be a Cowboy for much longer? He probably will be. Now, do I want him to be? No, because I never wanted them to give him that contract. What the fuck?
You probably never wanted them to draft him in the first place.
No, I wanted fucking Ramsey, bro. I'll still remember that. I was fucking 16 years old, and I was pounding the table for Jalen Ramsey. Pounding it.
Jeez, you were 16 during that draft? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I was 16.
Yeah.
Crazy, eh? My third league, should I start off? I would need to know your other options, but
I probably wouldn't, though.
Yeah, me neither.
Against the Colts, I probably would not.
Yeah, for real. Oh, they're definitely all fucking snoring it right up the nose right now.
For sure. They're like, oh my God, we got Trevor Lawrence. Just for the record, if Trevor Lawrence goes to the Jags, which it looks like that's probably going to happen, holy stonks on if you own DJ Chark in Dynasty, you gotta be so hyped right now. A downfield threat, getting the type of air yards that DJ Chark gets a huge armed quarterback that's so good. That is awesome. That's exactly what you want to see. If you own DJ Chark in Dynasty, if you own Laviska Shenault in Dynasty, if you own James Robinson in Dynasty, like, who the hell cares? Like, it's not that Justin Fields can't do any of that stuff, but if you told me Justin Fields probably the most bust likely prospect of the top four guys. Actually, Trey Lance is probably more bust likely than him, but
like even Zach Wilson, because Zach Wilson can't really.
But either way, I personally think Lawrence is a tier above all of them.
Yeah, agreed.
I think he's a once in a generation like prospect. You like everyone's going to put him under the microscope this offseason and be like, oh, he has this problem and that problem, and his teammates didn't get invited to his birthday party or whatever, like they do in draft day. It's like he's Bo Callahan. That's what Trevor Lawrence is.
Yeah, for real. So we actually got $1.99 super chat from Sexy Surfer 69. Very nice name right there. He says, baiting Rams D for Texans D next week. I'm probably
Rams D against the Seahawks. What, are you scared of the Seahawks offense? I'm not.
Again, first of all, it wouldn't be for the Texans.
I would never play the Texans defense, first of all.
Yeah. Like that's not even a question for me. The question would be is like, what other options are available? Like if you could get like a Browns, I would do that. But like either way,
I don't think I would do that.
Really, the Browns.
The Rams defense is borderline elite right now.
Browns against the Jets, though.
Browns against the Jets. The Jets just beat the Rams.
Fair. I don't know. Either way,
I'm. The Rams defense is good enough against a team that is struggling. The Seahawks are struggling. Like it's in Seattle, which is a big detractor from the defense. If it was at home in LA, it'd be a lot better. But yeah, like I'd probably there's probably like 7 or 8 other defenses I would prefer depending on who's available. But I still think the Rams D, just because of how good of an actual real life defense they are a great play.
Yeah, for sure. To answer his question, regardless, you never play the Texans D over them.
Yeah, I would never start the Texans D. I don't care if they're playing the Bengals and Ryan Finley. I would never start the Texans D. I think it's that bad.
Yeah,
because like Jonathan Taylor, or not Jonathan Taylor. Actually, I guess their running back's not going to do anything on the Bengals. But either way, I just don't think the Texans D has any impact players not named J.J. Watt, and J.J. Watt's a little bit like his impact is not really that much felt lately outside of that one play he made on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, for real. I feel like people are going to expect next year's rookies to perform the way they did this year, and it's not likely.
That could be a very anti-narrative thing that everyone's like, oh, well, all the rookies last year had no offseason and no training camp, and they all performed and stuff. Like, I could very much see a lot of people doing that. And then we get into the season, Jamar Chase struggles his rookie year, and a bunch of the other receivers struggle their rookie year. I could definitely see that happening. I don't think the running back struggle, because I think the running back landing spots this year are better than they were last year.
I don't think Devonta Smith struggles either, to be quite honest, bro.
Yeah, I don't think you would either.
I just don't see a way.
I think wherever, like whoever goes to the Steelers, or like if certain teams, there's like 5 teams in the NFL right now. If they pick a running back on day 1 or day 2, I'm going to like just assume they're going to be like offensive rookie of the year caliber.
Yeah,
because the way that those landing spots are shaking out are just like they're just plop a running back in there and let him go.
Yeah, no, fully. Oh, will you guys do a rookie draft or no? Yeah, we'll definitely have.
We'll have a lot of rookie for the dynasty league that we plan on having. Yeah, we'll have a rookie draft for that, and then also in terms of like rookie rankings and all that kind of stuff, we'll be talking in depth about all the rookies, how we see them, what landing spots we want them to go to, when they actually get drafted, how do our rankings change, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, for sure. That'll definitely be a fun process. If you guys didn't watch us last year, we had like our matchmaker videos and everything like that.
We did a lot of like NFL draft stuff too. We just did mock drafts of teams too.
We'll definitely do some team mock drafts and NFL mock drafts and all that Shazam, because we enjoy that type of content as well.
I wonder if I like hit any picks of my NFL mock draft.
Oh yeah, I'm curious because we did the collaborative one as well, and then we also did the one with the Discord when we first introduced the Discord. We had Discord make picks for us. That was hilarious. Yeah. So I lost. Oh, that's pain. Thanks for your help all season long. You guys earned yourself a loyal follower. Appreciate that, Manu. Love seeing you in every live stream. Unfortunate you weren't able to come home with the win, but hey, get it next year, man. Keep watching the content throughout the offseason. Make your own informed decisions based off the information available to you. And hopefully we can upgrade from the semis to maybe the championships and a win in the championships for next year. So,
and to be honest, I don't know how we're going to do this, but in terms of like our redraft league and our dynasty league, we don't exactly know how we're going to like decide who's in it or not. But
do some type of contest.
Like those of you like Manu and like Javon, like those of you that are loyal, it could definitely only help your chances.
Yeah, for sure. Tyler, obviously, too.
If we have any kind of tiebreaker of any kind, you guys will get the nod over someone that we maybe are not as familiar with.
Cardinals D. Wait, what about them? Oh, they must have a good matchup. Who do the Cardinals play next week?
I don't even know.
Let me just check right now. They play the Niners with Nick Mullins. He turns the ball.
Yeah, Nick Mullins.
He stinks.
Yeah, he stinks. They got 3 quarterbacks and they all stink.
That's actually facts, though, Tyler. Yo, bro, I actually won against a team with Tyreek. Oh, damn. Thanks, bro, for telling me to start Woods. There you go. What Woods ended up finishing with what, like 15, 16?
No, he had like 26 points.
What?
I played in a full PPR league and he had like 26 points for me.
Did he have a second touchdown?
I don't remember. Let me check his exact stat line, but yeah, no, I felt he was a guy that I felt so confident in this week. Robert Woods, I was just like, yeah, I don't see a way where he doesn't do well this week.
So 9.6.
Those are rare in fantasy. Sometimes we think a player is going to do well and then he actually disappoints. I was like, I don't really see a world where Robert Woods doesn't have at least like 5 to 10 catches in this game.
Yeah, 21.6 full PPR for the record.
Okay, yeah.
That's still a good game, yeah. And you were a little bit higher than me on him, but we both still had him in our top 12. I think I had him at 11. You had him at what, like an 8? Also, speaking of guys who snap, fucking Brandon Ayuk also had a nice little game, 9 for 75 and a touchdown.
Yeah, Brandon Ayuk. He probably could have had a bigger game, to be honest, if you're asking me, because I mean, at one point in the game, if you guys owned Brandon Ayuk, you could probably experience this too. He had like 5 catches for like 18 yards. I was like, why is this guy just catching screen passes? Like, what? Like, use him. Like, I don't understand why they weren't using him more downfield. But I mean, he's got another decent matchup again this week. So again, like the Cardinals ain't anything really to be scared of.
For sure.
Just saw DeAndre Hopkins, or not DeAndre Hopkins. Jalen Reagor just had a pretty decent game against them, and he had a lot of opportunities to have an even better game.
For sure. I'm not a believer in the can't miss quarterbacks prospect.
No one is a can't miss quarterback prospect, especially quarterback, where it's a position that it's just so like it's so situation dependent, and your like scheme and your talent around you and your offensive line, all that kind of stuff contributes to it. But if we've ever seen a can't miss quarterback prospect, his name is Trevor Lawrence. Like that's the closest thing we have ever seen to a can't miss.
Big facts. And then the classic Javon. Thanks, see you, love you in the chat. I appreciate that, Javon. Love you. Hurts saved my playoffs. I'm buying his jersey. Yeah, you got to.
Yeah, because Jalen Hurts, if you guys voted in that poll that I put out on Twitter being like, who's the league winner this year, Jalen Hurts could very well be that guy. And people did guess him, so I will have to pay someone if that is the case. Jeez,
look at the upside on this guy's team right there. Ridley, like 30 points. Henry 25. Mahomes had a decent game as well. Diggs, 20, and then Woods, 21. Like, you're chilling there. You're big chilling. I was so busy come draft time for this year and did little research, but because of my pristine trading skills, I went 10-3 with only 6 original players I had drafted.
I want to look at my roster right now. Who do I have that I drafted? Unfortunately, CEH is one of them that comes off the top of my head that I did draft at 6 overall that I held the whole year. And I kind of wish I would have traded him early in the season when people thought he was like a workhorse running back, because I had someone offer me who did they offer me? Someone
I
offered
remember that draft.
Huh?
Someone offered you something huge at draft too, but you love CH.
Yeah, pretty much. I basically
Eckler and something.
Yeah, someone offered me Eckler and someone for Clyde. In hindsight, Eckler got hurt, so I mean, it's not like it would have really helped me out that much. But CEH is someone that I drafted that I still have on my team. Tom Brady I drafted and he's still on my team. J.K. Dobbins I drafted and he's still on my team. That is Ronald. No, I didn't draft Ronald Jones. I traded for him immediately following the draft, though. And DJ Chark. Those are the only guys on my team that I drafted.
Damn.
A.J. Brown, Brandon Ayuk, Alvin Kamara, Mark Andrews, traded for all those guys.
Can we talk about how dumb Goddard is? I'm happy because that's the only guy on my opponent's team that did bad, but
I might have to play him next week, Loki. In my school league, I have Eric Ebron against the Colts next week, and I'm kind of leaning Goddard in that situation. Depending on, I got to look into the snap counts and all that kind of stuff with him and Ertz, but I have a feeling I'm going to probably prefer Goddard next week.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a good shout. I mean, heck, he's so good. I'm trying to draft this freaking NBA team right now, and literally like
scammed me. Give me my refund. Did we charge you?
What? Oh no, that's my friend. Very relax. Start off 1-7 this season.
You know the rule. You gotta get banned, and he just gets his high spicy in there. That's funny as fuck.
Yeah, don't worry. Braden, just take it easy because our rule here is bans, but
nah, he's not immune to the rules. Ban him.
Fuck yeah, for Braden, 5 minutes. Timeout.
Poggers.
Sorry, Poggers. That's my boy Spence. Yo, he thought he was a hater. No, they're just chilling. He's gonna message me now too. I'm like, yeah, no, you gotta learn the rules, pal. Fuck, who do I want in this team?
Richard says I have to score a combined 24 points tonight between Deontay and Ebron. I have Claypool on the bench. Should I even consider starting him over Deontay? No, you should not consider starting Claypool over Deontay. I will not lie to you. Claypool could make me look really stupid and catch a long touchdown, but Deontay Johnson, the target volume has been in his favor all season, and he is the number one receiver on that team. And according to that, target volume, routes run, all that kind of stuff, snap percentage, all that kind of stuff. Chase Claypool is a distant wide receiver 3 behind the top 2 guys in terms of those kind of metrics and targets and routes run.
For sure. We're having all the guys that are waiting for me to play Chell later in the chat right now. My boy Hellacious right there, Scotty boy. On to fantasy. Yeah, I'm literally in a fantasy basketball draft right now, if you couldn't tell, if I zone out a couple times, because not gonna lie, my team is kind of cheeks right now because I'm like half-assing it, but yeah. Hashtag free rate. He'll be back in 5 minutes. Brayden messaged me.
I'm trying to find my article, man. Do you remember I wrote a final mock draft right before the draft? Free raid, sad boy hours. Let me undo what I've done. That's funny as hell.
Yeah, you remember those mock drafts, man? Those are classic FSC days.
Yeah, they were.
Man, I'm like drinking a fucking empty beer. Let me go get a real one in a second. I'll be back. Like I'm drinking a freaking.
Dang it. One player drafted a lot this year was Sutton, and I believe if he didn't get injured, then he would have gotten Keenan Allen type of targets. I don't know about that because his offense maybe doesn't dictate that kind of target share because they wouldn't have the ball that much. But Spicy Hot, he definitely could have had a great year if he stayed healthy because Jerry Jeudy is not someone who's come into the league and taken it by storm. He's definitely had his rookie struggles. I don't think that's going to continue for Jerry Jeudy. I still think he's a great prospect and he should be good next year, but he didn't take the job over. Like when Cortland Sutton got injured, I thought Jerry Jeudy was going to be like what Justin Jefferson has been. I thought he was going to snap off and just take the league by storm, and that is not what has happened. What do you think of that?
Wait, what's up?
Go to Spicy Hot's question there. So the fact that Sutton got hurt and Jerry Jeudy wasn't able to like go off like is kind of a little bit concerning, but I think Jeudy breaks out next year. That's exactly what I just said. Yeah,
for sure.
They need a new quarterback too, though, because I don't think Drew Lock's very good.
There you have it. Okay.
Jesus.
Pollard or best kicker in the league, Kareem Hunt next.
I would start Tony Pollard in a league where only Kareem Hunt gets to start with 10 PPR points. Like Kareem, everyone else in the league has 0 at the beginning of their games. Kareem Hunt gets 10, and I would still start Tony Pollard over Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, not gonna lie, my NBA team is kind of cheeks right now, but I
didn't even see the let's get these dubs like Jameis.
I didn't get that. My bad. Also, I'm a new subscriber, loving the page. Let's get these dubs like they previously that Sexy Surfer. Nice seeing you in the chat. Hopefully we can keep you around, man. Hopefully you're enjoying the content. And,
how do I do this? I can't cross my fingers. I'm trying to do the Jameis thing.
Like that?
I think it's like this. I don't know. I suck at it.
There you go. Not playing fantasy basketball, but as a Mavs fan, I'm curious how high Luka goes. To be honest, he's probably
He'd be a top 3 pick, right?
Him, AD, and Harden are the top 3 in terms of
average. Not Giannis?
Giannis is like 5 right now. I don't know why. But...
He's the king of the regular season, though.
Yeah, that's facts.
Sucks at everything else, but regular season, he's the king of.
I think Jeudy breaks out next year. Yeah, agreed. Ahmed, a lot of people are taking him 1. Yeah, there you go. You guys having a fantasy basketball channel?
Everyone wants to start us up fantasy basketball, huh?
We might have to get someone who's more acclimated with fantasy basketball to help out with that.
That might be something we do in the future where if we get big enough, we got enough of an audience that we could command other fantasy sports, we could do that. But I've only ever played fantasy hockey outside of fantasy football. And even fantasy hockey, I love hockey, but I only care about my team, to be honest. I don't really care about the rest of the league.
There you go. Drew Lock isn't the guy for the Broncos. The Broncos should draft either Trey Lance or Zach Wilson.
I think they should do I think they should go the veteran route. I don't think they should draft a guy. I think what they should do is be a major player for Sam Darnold, the Broncos, or they should be a major player for Carson Wentz, or they should be a major player. Just get Jameis Winston in there for fuck's sakes. Like honestly, Jameis Winston needs a starting job, and maybe it's in New Orleans. I really hope it's not because I hate the Saints and everything they stand for, but. I love Jameis Winston. I want him to go somewhere else, not New Orleans. Like literally any other team but the Eagles and New Orleans, the 2 teams I hate the most. And
I'm down with that.
Cool, Jameis.
Who's your first pick, Danny? You know what? Let me show it real quick. Just because why not?
Deontay dropped a ball.
Of course he did.
That was a bad throw, to be fair.
If you see that right now. So right now, my first pick was Lillard. Then I got Tatum, then Collins and Vucevic at the next turn.
Yeah, your team is cheeks.
Yeah, I picked 9th. But
Damian Lillard's a classic, like way too good in the regular season, sucks in the playoffs, though.
Facts.
Maybe not sucks. That's a bit harsh, but he's always way better in the regular season. That's for sure.
Got Luke at 3. Yeah, that's a steal. After CH low-key flopped, rookie running back. I mean, the rest of them did fantastic. So,
and I honestly believe if any of the other, actually maybe not Jonathan Taylor because he got off to a slow start too, but if Swift, Dobbins, or Akers is the start, and actually maybe not Akers because he got off to a slow start also, but Swift and Dobbins especially, if either of them went to the Chiefs instead of CEH, they probably would have been top 5 running backs.
Yeah, for sure.
Dobbins might have been the RB1, legitimately.
Hey, the Raid OG's back. How do you set your lineup? How do you set your lineup? Are you on your phone or your laptop? Just send me a text and I'll help you out because it's pretty similar.
They make a lot of sense. They make a lot of sense for him.
Yeah, that makes sense. Raid free. How you bail me out? Much love. You love to see it. It's not bad, to be honest. You got scores in the military. Yeah, so it's a categories league. And if you guys don't play fantasy basketball, basically what a categories league is it accumulates points in each category, right? So points, assists, rebounds, steals, what else is there? Field goal percentage, everything like that. So balancing out the team in terms of like what you need is kind of what you got. That's why I got like a guy like Vucevic and Collins who will grab boards, if you will. And now I'm back on the clock here, and it's kind of Oh God, this board
All
is
right.
kind of shit.
If we're gonna talk about fantasy basketball, the game is on, so I'm gonna head out of here.
We'll go through these next couple questions, but wait, Dame's the opposite. That guy snatched it. Yeah, big facts. Anyways, we'll head out of here. We'll see you guys again on what?
Yeah, that just proves how much I like actually watch basketball. So if that's true, it could be. I just watch the Raptors, to be honest. So
yeah, for real. Anyways, take it easy, y'all. We'll see you guys. It's done in like 2 minutes, so just be patient and you'll be back and ready to go, brother. I don't know who to take here. Answer these last couple questions real quick.
okay.
I just took Malcolm Brogdon because I panicked. Okay, here. My top 3 players are Harden. Yeah, that's chilling. Cat League too. We both got the Cat League. Oh, Derek Watt, rip.
Yeah, no, it was bad.
I didn't see it. Peace.
It was bad.
Oh yeah,
No. Head. He's cooked.
Yeah, for real. Well, thank you guys so much for all your help this season. Y'all are goats. Appreciate that, Ahmed, and yeah, appreciate that. Later, boys. Later, Tyler. My boy Raid out here. Love y'all. Big hearts. You're
by the way, Spicy Hot said, "All right, I'll see you guys on Thursday." The first game this week is actually Friday. It's on Christmas Day, and I assume you also have Christmas Day plans. So I'm not sure we're going to be live before the 4:30 game on Christmas Day.
How bad was it? Oh my God, I'm just hearing that apparently Derek Watt, like it was like almost like paralyzed type.
I don't know how bad it was. TJ's looking really concerned right now on the field, but
that's his brother. Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly didn't see the play. Like I saw the replay of it, but I didn't see like if they like carded him or anything like that.
That's scary shit, man. Oh, yeah. That makes me sick. Ugh. All right. Anyways, adios, amigos. Okay. Take it easy, y'all. We'll see you guys again on Friday then. Peace.